Today. Well, guys, I'm very familiar.
He's certainly come a long way, D.A. Thanks. Now, a look at Dallas's starting lineup. Josh Richardson out there with Doncic. Then there's Marjanovic. Then there's Porzingis. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3, the small forward. And for Portland, Robert Covington out there with Enes Kanter. Then it's Jones. Then it's Damian Lillard. And it's Nurkic in at the center position. Now, here's Richardson. Had the space there, but it's offline. Nurkic with it. He's picked up by Doncic. Lillard dishes to Nurkic. From deep three-point range, they get it back.
And good luck trying to keep Nurkic off the glass. I mean, using his brute strength well on the offensive boards.
And so Doncic will bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Chris, it doesn't matter if they're two of the best teams in the league or the two worst. When these guys get together, these rivals, it's always fun.
Yeah, Kevin, you're so right. When it's a conference rivalry, that's even better. They know each other so well, and that doesn't make them friends.
Here's Lillard after Luka Doncic's bucket. Lets it go from deep. Nurkic the pass to Lillard. Shoots over Doncic. Lillard misses.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
And there's the pass to Finney-Smith. Portland grabs the miss, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will take it. First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. Lillard with it. To the inside, Nurkic, and finish off by Nurkic.
That's how to make things look easy for a teammate. I mean, you make passes like that one from Lillard, crazy.
And last season, Lillard doing more playmaking than prior years, a career high in assists for him.
Well, we all know that Dave can score whenever he wants to. This team is better when he's setting others up. Lillard knows that. I expect him to continue to spread the ball around.
And Marjanovic with the slam.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Now Jones kicks to Lillard. Three-pointer. That one misses. 3 shots all come up empty. The Mavericks have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. That puts them in the lead.
Well, there's the toughness and grit of Richardson, absorbing a lot of contact and powering through it.
Doncic against Lillard. Covington dishes to Lillard. Passes it to Jones. That one, no good. Good work defensively by Richardson. Pass to Porzingis. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Marjanovic finds Porzingis. And he makes that one.
And a little contact won't go a long way against Porzingis. What a display of physicality.
Lillard looking around. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
It's time for him to start looking for other options. They can't let him keep shooting. His touch is gone.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. Dallas leading by 4. Doncic outside. From deep. Carmelo Anthony grabs the board. Portland's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside.
Chemistry at its best. An unreal alley-oop.
Yeah, though, you're right. The pass, the catch, the dunk. All of it perfect. 1:12 left in the first quarter. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It goes on C.J. McCollum.
Yeah, you just never know what Doncic is going to do. I mean, which is one of the reasons he gets the defense to foul him. And it was interesting how the Dallas franchise sold its fans on Doncic. Ownership told them, think of a 6'7" Steve Nash. Isn't quite the shooter Steve was, but is only a teenager. Great vision. Boy, he can really pass it, and it turns out Doncic is all of that and more.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
It's McCollum on the wing, guarded by Doncic. Giles kicks to Little. Misses the three.
Oh, they get away with it here, but that's not a shot you should ever be giving them.
The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need the basket.
Hollis Jefferson passes to McCollum. And now the fans break. Doncic with the ball. Pass to Finney-Smith. Back to Doncic. And it's Dallas with another.
And they are starting to pull away here as the shots continue to fall.
And now it's looking like it's going to be their night. I mean, the lead keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger.
And a double-digit lead on the scoreboard as we end the first quarter of play. The Mavericks up. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And what do you think, guys, about Dallas here in this one?
They came in on a mission, razor-sharp offense in that first period.
Yeah, and now they got to find a way to keep it going, keep growing that lead.
McCollum is out there with Hollis Jefferson. Then it's Anthony. Then it's Little. And it's Giles in at the center. They're the group the Portland Trailblazers will start the second quarter with. Here's Little. Feeds it to Carmelo. Sinks the 15-footer.
Great work to find the space to get off the open jumper. He's going to work hard for those.
Brunson scanning the floor. The pass to Hardaway. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Hardaway has got the lead. Back up to 10 now for the Mavs. McCollum outside. From deep. Hollis Jefferson finds McCollum. Shot clock at 5. The 15-footer. He's off on that one. Now the Mavericks take it the other way.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
And Hardaway gets it to go.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
You have to go to your best scorers. I mean, it's a smart strategy, and so far, it's paying off in this game.
Pass to Giles. No one near him. Offensive rebound. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
2 minutes now played in the second quarter. The shot by Kleba, wide open, off target from outside.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay. You gotta love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. There's the triple. Brunson, no good. Trailblazers trail by 9. Here's Jones. Oh, that was an impressive throwdown.
Terrific floor awareness. I mean, it's obvious Covington has a great feel for when his teammates are wide open.
The Trailblazers shooting their first free throw attempt on the night.
And when you look at their numbers from a season ago, 80% as a unit, that's something you'll be happy with. And Yusuf Nurkic missing a whole calendar year not too long ago. was still involved with the team during that stretch and was a fixture on their bench.
Yeah, shout out to my boy Nurkic here. Hey, bro, you had some wild shirts on the sideline. I couldn't even watch the game. You was over there dizzying cats up. But, I know you were doing your thing, but even use clothing to call out other players, teams, and commentators. Nurkic doesn't miss words, and I'm glad he's back and playing.
Looking at current NBA players, Greg, leaving aside the real star players, who would you love to have played with from this era?
And there's so many guys that, and I hate to call them role players because they bring so much more to the table, but in reality, they got to fill some roles, right? And, John Collins is a guy who's got great potential, a tremendous finisher around the rim. How about Robert Covington, a smooth shooter who defends his tail off? Davis Bertans, a deadly floor spacer who can put the ball down and create and make plays. So there's so many guys like that in the league that make a difference in determining whether your team can win or lose.
Boy, those are three names I don't know that I would have mentioned, so I'm glad you did. And Dallas going with a whole new group out there.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
1:19 left here in the second. Doncic right side.
And with that one, it ends an 11-0 run by Portland.
And here's Lillard. He brings it up for the Trailblazers. 4-point game. Covington finds Lillard. Takes a three. Buries the long-range jumper. Lillard's got 7 now in this quarter.
With his ability to accelerate, defenders have to be careful against Lillard. It's either give him the three or risk the blow-by.
The three for Doncic. And it's Portland with the rebound. Jones the pass to Lillard. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. The Mavericks have gone just 33% from the field in what's been a cold second quarter for them. Just 3 of 9. Here's Richardson. Here's Marjanovic. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
The tenacity on that interior, just battling, bringing that effort and will for second chance points.
Lillard outside. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway. Yep. Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Right out of the gates, it was Dallas setting the tone. And the Mavericks over the past couple of... And that'll do...
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You have to like what you're seeing from Luka Doncic.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Yeah, working the ball, getting clean, quality looks. I mean, just efficient basketball through and through.
Here's who Rick Carlisle is starting the second half with. They've got Porzingis. Luka Doncic out there with Josh Richardson. Then there's Marjanovic. And it's Finney Smith in at the 3 slot. Doncic against Powell. Marjanovic kicks to Doncic. Nurkic with the block.
His coaches and teammates like this type of energy. Nurkic demonstrating that he could be an anchor on the defense.
And so the ball is out of bounds. Richardson touched it last. A fantastic mobile 1 block. This one deserves another look.
And he's all over that shot. Has it read the whole way and gets the position he needs to make a play.
Pass to Powell. To the middle. It's stolen by Marjanovic. Lillard against Richardson. Pass to Marjanovic. And Marjanovic with the slam.
Well, yeah, high IQ basketball from Richardson. Values the easy assist over a risky shot.
Powell, the pass to Lillard. He kicks it to Nurkic. Back to Lillard. Launches a 3. Here's Cantor. Lillard outside. Jacks up a three. That shot is off. And it's Dallas the other way. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Dallas leading by 5. Doncic finds Richardson. Back to Doncic. Buries it from three-point range. Doncic has got 11 points.
Such a consistent night for him from the field. Whenever they've needed it, he's been their safety valve.
It's Powell on the wing. Nurkic dishes to Covington. Lillard outside. Here's Nurkic. Portland no good that time either.
I don't know what they drew up at halftime, but it ain't working. 0 for 4 to stop it.
And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Marjanovic kicks to Finney-Smith. Here's Richardson. Makes it off the glass. And it's a 10-point Maverick lead.
They're on target from the start of the half. I mean, they're moving well. They're getting some good shots. That makes them 3 for 4 from the field since halftime.
Here's McCollum. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation. Dallas leading by 10. Doncic passes to Richardson. The pass to Finney-Smith. From outside, off the mark.
When the D forgets about him on the perimeter, they're playing with fire. Lucky they don't get burned here.
Giles, the pass to Little. Kicks it out to McCollum. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
So unpredictable in the pick and roll. Love watching McCollum size up the defense and make the right decision.
Swiped away. Outside Anthony. Can't hit that one. Nice D from Doncic. And so Doncic will bring it up for Dallas. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half. Passes to Marjanovic to the right side. Just 4 to shoot. And it's Portland with the rebound. Giles has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Inside. Lays it in off a pretty alley-oop.
Yeah, nice silky finish on the alley-oop from the stupendous feed.
That sequence couldn't have been executed any better. Here's Doncic. It falls for his 5th field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Back to McCollum. 36 seconds left to play in the third.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
Yeah, he just hit a rough patch. He's trying to climb out of it, but he hasn't been successful.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
The coaching staff has to be upset. You can't give the opposition easy baskets like this.
It's McCollum with the drive. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Now to respect the speed of McCollum. Fantastic at knifing through the defense and beating them to the bucket.
Brunson kicks to Hardaway. Shoots over Hollis Jefferson. And so it's Dallas, holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. Their defense has been... And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball. And how about the perfect delivery?
How about the unselfishness? Night in and night out. We see guys trying to force their own agenda. Not that time.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. Fourth quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. On the court for the Trailblazers, we've got Little. Giles is out there with Anthony. Then it's Rondé Hollis-Jefferson. And it's McCollum in at point guard.
Oh, and when Cauley-Stein is cutting to the hoop after the screen, his teammates are doing their best to get him to rock. He is so good at finishing as the roller after the pick.
McCollum outside. Anthony on the wing. Fires for three. Stolen away. And it's the Mavericks on the break. Pass to Cauley-Stein. Powell with it. And here's Brunson. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Yusuf Nurkic. He's checked in for Giles. Enes Kanter comes in for Carmelo Anthony. Robert Covington's checked in for Little. And Damian Lillard subbed in for Hollis-Jefferson. Flattening the lottery odds, Greg. Do you think that's worked out as intended?
You don't hear as many predictions about who's going to get the one pick or the second pick. I think that's good for the players and the fans. You don't want anyone rooting for you to lose.
No, absolutely not.
And what I love about Lillard now, I mean, the excellence. He's so consistent. That's how you do it. You come out, you bust your butt, and you compete at a high level every night. His free throw shooting is something they never need to worry about. He doesn't even know how to go through a cold streak.
To the paint. Here's Cauley-Stein, and that'll be two free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
You got to give major props to Cauley-Stein for using his effective shot fake to draw the defense off the ground. Once they are in the air, he simply just goes up on them.
Trailblazers trail by 11. Here's McCollum. Pulled the shot a little up, but the bounce goes his way.
Don't forget about this fella for a second. He is the definition of dangerous.
Brunson the pass to Hardaway. Brunson kicks to Hardaway. Pass to Cauley-Stein. Out to Hardaway. Over McCollum. Here's Powell. Shot clock at 4. And the rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got 4 rebounds in this game. Kanter, the pass to Lillard. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Back to Powell. To the middle. And the dunk by Powell.
Look, he may not be thought of as big for a center, but with his ability to go vertical, he sure plays with it.
Now, here's Lillard from deep three-point range. Kleba with the rebound. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. Hardaway for 3. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Nurkic has got his 5th rebound in this one. And a deep 3 from Lillard. Portland no good that time either.
His touch has been off tonight, and now his judgment is off too. Oh, it's not a small shot.
Brunson the pass to Pop. Back to Brunson. There's the 3. Dallas moving it around. Stolen by McCollum. The dish to Nurkic. Lets it fly. Bank shot. No good. Dallas leading by 11. The pass to Cauley-Stein. And here is Hardaway. That's tipped.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And McCollum with the slam.
McCollum, he's a threat in transition. He excels at leaking out, and then he knows where to run in the open floor.
Brunson against Lillard. Kleba kicks to Brunson. Passes it to Hardaway. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. And an intentional foul right there.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And the basket by Lillard.
Lillard is known for being a clutch shooter. He's the guy they go to. He's the guy they believe in.
Doncic passes to Marjanovic. Finney-Smith kicks to Doncic. Just 5 on the clock. Pass to Marjanovic. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. And the Mavericks lead by 8.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
And it's not about running up the score. It's about closing the door on any kind of comeback.
Lillard from deep three-point land. Mavericks with the rebound. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. From deep. So we see the Mavericks get the win here. And, all right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to... Got Ivica Zubats. Paul George is out there with Patrick Beverly. Then there's Batum, and it's Leonard in at small forward. And for the Trailblazers, they've got Derek Jones. Enes Kanter is out there with Nurkic. Then it's Damian Lillard, and it's Covington in at the 3. Now here's Beverly, right side George. And Jones pulls it down. And now running up the court, Lillard pushing it up. Passes it to Nurkic and finished off by Nurkic.
And you can't allow Nurkic to get that kind of position. When you do, he is going to rattle that rim.
Zubats with it. Back to Beverly. 5 on the clock. George passes to Beverly. Offline with his 3.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
And Lillard throws it down.
And that was not an opportunity Lillard was going to let pass by. Getting down the floor in an instant and finishing on the break.
Now here's Beverly. Zubats kicks to George. Another shot outside for Batum. Beverly wide open. They get it back outside. George. Covington with the steal. And again, Portland running the court in transition. Jones, the pass to Nurkic. Now Covington. Three-pointer, Lillard. Score the basket. His second of 2 attempts.
And don't look now, but they're starting to extend this lead.
They're doing it by building it out, step by step, valuing each possession.
Now here's Leonard. Zubats, the pass to George. To end the run. Los Angeles with another miss.
Yeah, slow start right now. 5 straight misses. Great dish from Nurkic there. He really has a 6th sense for those reads.
Lillard against Beverly. Dishes to George. And that one drops for him.
And that ends the struggle. You could feel the tensions in the building with each miss.
Frustrating beginning for them, but we have a long way to go. Now they just need to string together some buckets.
Here's Jones. Paul George making his last shot. And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession. Today, Greg, we see a lot more friendly rivalries. Does that bother you?
Not at all. I mean, people like to say, well, our era had the rivalries were more bitter. I disagree with that. I think guys are every bit as competitive today as they've ever been.
It's good to hear.
They just also have more exposure and opportunity to be around one another. Kids today growing up, they've been playing against each other since the 5th, 6th grade in national tournaments. When we played, we didn't get to see the other top players around the country. So I think that was one reason why you didn't have a closeness with guys that unless you were on the same team.
Kennard against McCollum. Jackson has the open look. It's good from long range.
Looking at Reggie's motion, it's a little bit of a push shot, but able to get it to go.
A three from McCollum. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
How often do we see this these days? Clubs answering each other from range.
Kennard kicks to Jackson. Lobs it up for Ibaka. Well-placed alley-oop pass into the layup.
That's the leadership they're looking for from Jackson. Staying patient, surveying the court, and locates the open man.
Jackson against McCollum. Hollis Jefferson in the post. And it's Hollis Jefferson with the jam.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. Now here's Jackson. Ibaka outside. Over Anthony. Portland grabs the miss. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Hollis Jefferson passes to Giant. Now here's Hollis Jefferson. Defense is right there. Shot clock at 6. His second shot goes in. Off to a good start. 2 for 2.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
And there's the foul. It's on Nasir Little. That is his first foul of the game. Now Jackson. Gets it off. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's the Portland Trailblazers in control with the 9-point. Well, before the game, we talked with Damian Lillard. He credits his upward.
I think it comes from the...
And that's the kind of support, Greg, he gives his teammates on and off the floor.
And, you know, guys naturally trust him. They believe in him, and he typically comes through when they need him.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. What stands out to you guys from the Trailblazers so far in this one?
You could see they were well prepared defensively coming into this one.
Yes, what they do, they take away the things that teams like to do offensively, also keeping them out of sync.
In a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. Taking a look at Los Angeles, we've got Ibaka. Jackson is out there with Luke Kennard. Then it's Marcus Morris, and it's Cousins in at the 5. Cousins finds Jackson. Good. And it's Cousins picking up the assist. Jackson's got 6 points.
And there's that high arching bomb from Reggie. Way downtown this time. You see the development of his range.
Hollis Jefferson passes to Carmelo. And the rejection by Ibaka. Anthony nowhere around. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him.
And the shooting form of Anthony, just perfect. He's dangerous with the catch and shoot, and just terrific at scoring when in rhythm.
Now here's Cousins. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. It's tipped. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Kennard. That's tipped. And now Portland on the break. And here's Jackson. He's got 6. Here's Cousins. Outside for Jackson. No good that time. Now the Trailblazers take it the other way. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers. Stolen by Beverly. One-on-one here. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
So explosive with the dunk. Kawhi Leonard gets up quick to slam it down.
So timeout called here, the first for Portland. Hey, Greg, if you could coach one team right now, who would it be?
That's a tough one. Clippers, Lakers, Bucks. You know what? I would probably go Lakers or Bucks because you would have an opportunity to coach someone who arguably might be considered the best to ever play the game. Because I think Giannis is trending in that direction, and LeBron obviously already is.
How about a guy like Kemba Walker and coaching the Celtics, having him to do what you want to do on the floor?
Oh, he'd be brilliant. And
yeah.
Kemba, one of the most underrated leaders in our game. Great human being.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
On the wing, George. Happy to see that one go in for his second make in 5 attempts.
Slippery play by Paul George to get inside. He ends up right where he wanted to be for the shot.
And guys, even though he's in a big market, Kawhi Leonard still not one for the spotlight.
That is so true. It's not about the fame for him. He's in L.A., but Kawhi Leonard stays in his bubble. All the trappings that come with being a great player, he's truly focused on the love of the game, winning and being the best possible player he can be.
George with the bucket.
Shooting much better this quarter than last. You can see his confidence growing.
Lillard looking around to the inside, and Kanter throws it down.
Quick thinking wins Dame assist. Finds the open man and the ball instantly there for the finish.
George with the ball. Now guarded by Nurkic. Zubac kicks to George. Releases from 15 off the left rim and out.
Can't fault the play call. Even though he couldn't convert, that's a good shot.
And it's sent back by George. Here's Leonard, and it's Leonard with the jam.
And you see Kawhi's hustle in transition, always putting himself in position to succeed.
Lillard against Beverly. The Clippers grab the miss. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And that's an intentional foul. $19 seconds left to play here in the half. George dishes to Beverly. 6 on the shot clock. Outside Leonard. High post shot. No good. Shot missing. And so it's Portland with their lead. Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball. Follow.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. Portland did not hesitate to set the pace. They went to work early at both ends of the floor. And that should do it.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Without question, George displaying his skills today.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
He's been very effective on the move, forcing the action, getting to his spots, and finishing plays.
Robert Covington out there with Enes Kanter. Then it's Damian Lillard. Then there's Derek Jones. And it's Nurkic in at the center. So that's who Terry Stotts starts the second half with. Here's Lillard after the Clippers pick up 2. Pass to Kanter. Back to Lillard. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
And for a point guard, Lillard has some hops. Outstanding at knowing when to use them for the dunk.
Back to George. Pass to Zubac. That falls. Nice speed that time from George.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Beverly against Lillard. Nurkic trying to get open. Lillard with the bucket. Lillard's got 9.
Adding to this lead, he's been dependable and consistent at the offensive end.
George looking around for the 3. Rebound by Nurkic.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Jones. And it's Jones finishing it off.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. So Portland ends up going with the new group. For the Clippers. Outside Jackson. And the Clippers miss again. Trailblazers leading by 8. The drive by Anthony. Good work defensively by Ibaka.
I'm not sure what happened on that play. May have relaxed a little bit once he got to the rim.
Got a piece of it. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. Here's Little. Kicks it out to McCollum. And the pass to Giant. And he uses both hands to jam it in.
And we talk about court awareness. There, McCollum doing a beautiful job spotting the open man.
Now here's Jackson. 6 points for him. 4 on 3 as they bring it up. It's tipped. It's stolen by Morris. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Jackson against Anthony. Jackson passes to Cousins. Yep, it counts.
Solid work by DeMarcus. Locates his spot, sets up quickly. That's how you catch and shoot in rhythm.
And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up for the Portland Trailblazers. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. Now here's McCollum. 5 points in the game. And he uses the glass on the layup. McCollum's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Outside Jackson. Lets it go with the 3. Good on the triple. Jackson's got 9.
This is the shot you want to get him. An open look from range.
McCollum with the bounce pass. Now here's Hollis Jefferson. Kennard covering. Hollis Jefferson, good.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around it.
Clippers trail by 9. There's 53 seconds left to play in the 3rd. Jackson misses.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Cross contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line. So it'll be C.J. McCollum shooting. That's on Reggie Jackson. Portland shooting their first free throw of the game right now.
And when you think of McCollum, the word efficient comes to mind. This guy just shoots the ball and plays the game at a high level.
Now, here is Morris. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Down low. Here's Ibaka. And Cousins kicks to Morris. It's stolen by Little. And now Portland on the break. There's Hollis Jefferson. And it's Hollis Jefferson with the jam. And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the official.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case...
And so it's the Portland Trail Blazers enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside, get shots in the paint, and now they are scoring with ease. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Let me tell you, when you can run offense through your bigs, you give the defense just another thing it has to try and take away.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the fourth, Batum is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Paul George. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's Beverly in at the point.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. And here is Los Angeles now, down by 12. Pass to Beverly. On the wing, Batum. To the inside. And Covington sends it back. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
And there is no better way to add to the lead.
Isn't that true, GA? Especially when the slam is coming from the point guard.
It sends a message that we're going to be aggressive no matter who's taking the shot.
A deep three from Leonard. Knocks down the three ball.
Boy, they've been terrific from beyond here in the second.
Lillard against Beverly. Lillard outside. Nurkic finds Lillard. Pocket six. Count it.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. It's a 13-point game. Pass to Zubac. He dishes it to Leonard. Pass to George. From deep three-point range. Good work defensively by Jones. Portland leading by 13. And Jones slams it in.
Beautiful offense. Lillard creates time and again down the floor, whether it be for himself or for his teammates.
And there's the pass to Zubac. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Back to Beverly. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist.
I mean, a great look by Kawhi, aware of what the defense is trying to do, understands the spacing.
Lillard way outside. They grab their own miss, and Kent are able to finish. And the Trailblazers lead by 15.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Jones against George. He kicks it to Beverly. It's stolen by Jones. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Lillard, and the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
Well, credit them for maintaining that aggression, even being up this much.
They don't want to leave no chance for a comeback. Just focus on playing the right way.
Wearing the number 0 for a reason. Damian Lillard has it on his back for his city, Oakland. Just the latest star from the town.
Leonard inside. Covington's there. Passes it to Beverly. George, that's a two-pointer. The Clippers keep it alive. Batum finds Beverly. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's going to be on Yusuf Nurkic.
A really good second-round pick out of Arkansas. Beverly fits perfectly in that 3-and-D role.
And Smitty, you know what Pat Beverly is going to bring every night A fearless, ferocious, at times almost sociopathic level of intensity. And this guy just does not take a possession off.
You know, he's one of those guys I would have to question even playing with him. He plays so hard. I know I hate playing against him.
Jones dishes to Lillard. And it's off from three-point range.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Trailblazers.
And it may be a comfortable win for him, but, you know, they had to weather a few storms along the way, and that's all part of the story.
Yeah, Kevin, this was by no means the runaway that it might appear to be. It was a scrappy performance, though, all the way through.
And, you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Lillard.
Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't, everyone was surprised.
Here's George. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. 15 seconds left in the game. Lillard against Kennard. Now here's Lillard. From deep. Basket good.
An impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these.
Let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. Gordon out there at Bowl. Then there's Murray. Then it's Michael Porter. And it's Jokic in at the center, locking down the middle. And for Portland, Nurkic is out there with Enes Kanter. Then it's Robert Covington. Then it's Damian Lillard. And it's Jones in at the 2. Now here's Murray. And it's sent back by Lillard. And now Covington running the floor all by himself. And it's blocked by Gordon.
No, I wouldn't test Gordon. With that vertical and length, please try someone else.
Beyond the arc. And there's Lillard. That's good on the assist from Covington. So it's Denver now. It's a 3-point game. Now Murray. Pass to Jokic. Launches it. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Nurkic can't hit. And so it's Jokic with it. He brings it up for Denver. Gordon dishes the ball. Back to Gordon. And it's Gordon finishing it off.
We all know Gordon isn't just going to lay it up. He's going for the throwdown every time.
Lillard from outside. It's hauled in by Gordon. For Denver, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. The feed now to Bowl. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Now, sometimes there's passes and then there's precision passes. Murray with one of those there.
Portland's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Lillard outside. And then Lillard slams it in.
Gives the team such a great element having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
I'd like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
Oh boy, to be young again.
Makes you nostalgic, doesn't it?
And Jokic carrying that standard for a superstar big man. For your money, though, Bones, is he the best true center in the game?
I don't think he's a true...
Oh, yikes! Look out below! About that finish. Whoa. The solo alley-oop? That's not something we see too often.
Timed perfectly. Caught the defense totally off guard. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
So Portland ends up going with the new fruit. And the dunk by Bowl.
That's just too easy for Ball. Once he gets the right position, his focus there is on the finish.
And here's McCollum for 3. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. On the wing, Gordon. Kicks it to Porter for 3. Good on the 3-point shot.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Trailblazers trail by 6. Passes it to Giles. Portland moving the ball around. And stolen by Bull. Inside, here's Gordon. And then Gordon with the dunk.
At this point, I don't know what you can do to slow this team down.
Well, nothing that they're doing seems to be making an impact. And there are some nights where you just run out of options, whether it's by personnel or by tactic.
McCollum, and oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And McCollum has done a lot to improve his impact on the defensive end. Very active with his hands and how he challenges shots.
Well, the blocks numbers last year jumped up a bit. That's kind of a nice indicator of what you're talking about, GA. And he just doesn't get tired. And if he can give some more on the defensive end like he's shown, it's going to help out the team.
Trailblazers have gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. Here's Barton. The rebound by Giles. Portland trailing here. Here's Anthony. Hollis Jefferson. It's good on the putback.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Greg, he's ferocious when the ball goes up. Barton finds Millsap. Back to Barton. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. And Anthony gets it to go.
Anthony's still running the floor well, even at this stage in his career. Gets out and coasts right past the D.
Morris passes to Millsap. Here's Barton. From 11 feet away, and he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so, both teams trading buckets as we end the first quarter. The Nuggets on top, up by 2. From Portland, we're back in a moment.
Southwest, you need to look your...
Greg, there are areas of Jokic's game where he probably is the best in the world.
I can't think of a center with better floor vision or better passing ability. His positioning, his angles, his ability to use his size to maximize effectiveness, all at an elite level.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And the Nuggets, guys, what jumps out to you numbers-wise?
Throughout that first, they just were aggressive on the defensive end, showing active hands.
You know, they really made a lot of good quality reads down there. Took some chances, but feeling more calculated than risky.
So on the floor for Denver, we've got Paul Millsap. Bill Barton is out there with Morris. And there's JaVale McGee. And it's Dozier in at the 3 spot.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
Barton, wide open, he fires. Hands it from downtown. Barton's got his first 3 points of the game. Boy, your alma mater, UNLV, Greg, has produced some great NBA players over the years. I mean, so many great names.
No doubt about it. Listen, I got a special place in my heart for my former teammates, Larry Johnson and Stacey Augmon.
Right.
But also guys like Sean Marion. You go back to Reggie Theus, who was a tremendous player. And right now in the league, you got Tim Birch, dunk champ Derrick Jones, and an up-and-comer in Christian Wood.
Good mentions. Here's McGee, and the slam dunk by McGee. Guys, what a tight start to the game this has been.
And it's still in the first half. This could be a wild one.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. Gordon dishes to Porter. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Well, you know, Porter can expect this. Defenses are going to try to be physical with him, try to get in his head.
McCollum deciding where to go with it. But Trey, the shot misses. And it's Denver the other way. And he commits the intentional foul. So Portland ends up going with the new group. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Murray, the pass to Bull. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got 3 assists in the game.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Lillard attacking, and then Lillard slams it in.
The thing about Lillard is he can go with either hand when he's attacking the rim, and that makes it very difficult to defend.
And one thing that I don't think Dame Lillard gets enough recognition for, he's an absolutely fantastic leader for this team. The exact kind of captain you would want.
Dame Lillard doesn't do anything with regards to making excuses for some of the reasons why the team may come up short. All he's concerned with is how can we get better. That's the kind of leader you can get behind. There's been a lot of talk about Michael Porter Jr. and the way that he plays and how athletic he is. How's he doing that on the vegan diet? For some, it works well.
That's a 2 from Lillard, and misses it off the right side of the rim.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
The Nuggets leading by 5. Murray surveying the D. Porter in the corner. From deep three-point range, and it's Portland with the rebound. Jones drives in. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. That one is on Bull. Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. The Trailblazers shooting their third free throw attempt of the game.
And they had a lot of success a season ago as a team, hitting about 80% of their free throws.
Denver's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Morris against Lillard. Here's the teardrop. Millsap has the open look. Nails the wide-open jump shot. Millsap's got his first 2 points.
Millsap anticipating the pass there and set himself up for the shot.
Lillard against Morris. Lillard attacking. That one goes. Count it. Lillard's got 4 points in the quarter.
Now, that play never gets old. The pick and roll will still be an offensive staple 100 years from now. Trust me.
Morris inside. Covered by Lillard. Morris, no good. Lobs it up for Cantor. The alley-oop layup, very well done. Cantor's got it all tied up now for Portland.
And a terrific scorer in Europe before he came to the U.S., Cantor has finally gotten used to facing the explosive athletic defenders that the NBA offers up.
Martin with it. Lillard picks him up. Nurkic with the steal. Here we go, one-on-one. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
It's so difficult not to foul Lillard. He has so many tricks up his sleeve, and you never know exactly how to shade him defensively.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Now here's Barton. And Barton throws it down.
Well, that's an awesome dunk from Will Barton on that possession. You got to be aware of his athleticism sneaking up on you.
Buried from outside. But I don't know. I think we may see a review here. That was pretty close. And we are not going to halftime just yet. Officials signaling they are going to review the tape.
And to me, guys, it looks pretty clear-cut on the instant replay. I mean, the ball was out of his hands in time. I think they'll confirm this one pretty quick.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a...
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaq is here. Kenny's here. A pretty close game from the Nuggets throughout the first quarter. The deepest hole they got themselves into in the opening. And that'll do.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Really an incredible game from Lillard.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. On the court right now for the Trailblazers. Damian Lillard out there with Jones. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic. Then it's Robert Covington. And it's Cantor in at the 4-man position. Here's Dozier. And again, Denver with the triple.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitiveness.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
And Cantor able to finish. Cantor's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Like when his motor is running and he's playing with high levels of energy, Cantor is a monster on the offensive glass.
Murray finds Porter. Here's Bull. Porter trying to free himself up. And it's Bull that time on the assist by Porter.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
And a deep three from Lillard. And that one is off. And Denver the other way now. Poked away. And so it looks like Denver will retain possession here. Here's Murray. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. To the paint. Here's Jokic. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on Yusuf Nurkic. Greg, is a broadcaster, who have been some of your favorite personalities to cover?
Man, that's a great question. You know, most of the stars, I'm a big fan of Durant and Steph and LeBron and those guys. Chris Paul's another one that's a favorite. So many of the guys, you know, there's so much more personality and so much more confidence these guys have working in front of the camera. I think that just makes for a better experience.
Somebody asked me the other day, who was my favorite? You know who I said?
Who was that?
Greg Anthony.
Oh, you're just saying that because it's true.
Like the execution there from Cantor. Usually likes to score, this time with the pass.
Denver with the ball. They lead by 1. At the elbow, Jokic. Over McCollum. Jokic with the bucket. Jokic has got 8.
Okay, good game plan. Start the second half. 3 of 4 so far from the field.
And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up for the Portland Trail Blazers. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Misses from close range.
I'm not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
And once Porter has some momentum behind him, boy, he just rides it to the basket. An exceptional dunker of the ball.
And here's Hollis Jefferson to the middle. And he gets the whistle. And, yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And, guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Here's Little. It's hauled in by Jokic. Jokic has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Gordon the pass to Porter. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Now it's a 7-point Nugget lead.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Murray against McCollum. Pass to Giant. Just 5 to shoot. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. And McCollum is good for 3. McCollum's got 9 points.
It's so hard defensively to stay after McCollum. He can be elusive, and then he can score from anywhere.
Murray kicks to Jokic. 30 seconds left in the third quarter. That one, no good. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
It's a scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Here's McCollum. Banked in off the glass. Now just a 2-point Nugget lead.
Well, McCollum undersized at his position, at least in terms of his strength. But he can play that way because he competes. That's a tough one there.
Here's Morris. It's deflected, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Nuggets will retain possession. .7 seconds left to play here in the third. 3 seconds left, and the layup good by McGee. McGee's got his second bucket.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
And a great show through 3 quarters as we enter the fourth. Who will carry the day? Nuggets lead by 4. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
Great hands, great vision. That makes great things happen for your offense.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. And Denver will start the fourth quarter with. They've got Morris. JaVale McGee is out there. What a jam!
You knew something good was coming, Kevin, right?
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. Back to Giants. Stolen by McGee. And so they foul intentionally. Here's the 3. And it's rebounded by Covington.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from three-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
Lillard against Murray. 6 to shoot. Murray against Lillard. And he comes up with the deuce.
Big-time drive from Lillard, and the contact. He has the mindset just to slough it off.
Outside Gordon. Back to Murray. Knocks it loose and stolen by Lillard. Fast break. Here come the Trailblazers. And it's slammed in by Jones.
Love the patience from Covington. Lets the situation develop and then delivers a perfect strike.
Martin surveying the floor. That one doesn't drop. Good D by Jones. To tie it up. And it's Denver with the rebound. Jokic inside. Covered by Lillard. And Jokic throws it down hard.
Such an outstanding effort there for the big man to stay focused with his shot. Jokic, tremendous concentration.
Here's Lillard. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Murray, the pass to Jokic. Murray outside. The baseline J. Jokic, no good. And stolen by Barton. Ring shot on the way. And Jokic gets it to go. The assist by Barton. And the Nuggets lead by 4. And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here. Here's Lillard. And he banks in the layup. Lillard's got 4 points in the quarter.
And that is what you need in big moments. Lillard's a strong leader with competitive drive. Bingo.
Murray dishes to Barton. The pass to Jokic. The 3. Another miss by Jokic. For Portland, they've gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there. And Lillard throws it down.
Another reminder that Damian Lillard can be explosive, and we love it.
1:29 left to play here in the fourth. Here's Jokic. It balls through, making him 6 for 11 in the game.
Jokic needed it, and he got it.
The Trailblazers have gone 5 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Strong work at that end of the floor. Lillard with it. On the wing, Jones. Shot clock at 6. Again, the miss by Lillard.
And you know what? If you're the defense, you got him right where you want him. Let him keep shooting those threes because he's been brutal in this half.
Jokic, it's good.
That is world class.
Love seeing that there. A huge possession, and he nets it.
And so Lillard will bring it up for the Trailblazers. It's in! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Man, I'll tell you what, the pressure is cranked up. Who better to call than this guy?
Inside, Nurkic with the steal. Here's Jones. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Had a foul to give there, but you'd rather not have it cost your team points.
Ball, he's checked in for the Nuggets. Porter comes in for Will Barton.
And that's how you do it. Free throws can make a huge difference in a tight game.
Murray against Lillard. Here's the floater. Count it!
Yeah, this game is not over when Jamal Murray is still able to play.
There's 18 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Canner. Back to Lillard. From deep. Buries the triple.
And he wants the ball at the end of the games. You can see why Lillard's stepping up again to the challenge.
Denver calls timeout. They're behind by 1. Just 4 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
And this is it, guys. Down 1. They've got just enough time to work it around for a good shot. And it better be a good shot because it's the only shot they have.
Puts it up off the inbound. It's good!
Jokic stepping up big time here.
Now a timeout called by Portland. What's your take, guys?
And they have just enough time for a catch and shoot here. It has to be an immediate shot, though. That's their only hope.
That will count. It's good! Buries the game-winning shot!
All zeros on the clock as he drains.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for DA.
Kevin, thank you. There is no...
Indeed. Something special, David. Thanks. The starters for the Portland Trailblazers. Nurkic is out there with Enes Kanter. Then it's Damian Lillard. Then it's Robert Covington. And it's Jones in at the shooting guard. And for Dallas, they've got Marjanovic. Doncic out there with Hardaway. And there's Porzingis. And it's Finney-Smith in at the small forward position. Doncic trying to get open. And the three ball is good.
Boy, like seeing these passes. Doncic has a keen sense for when one of his guys is open, and he gets it to him on time, on target.
And I remember when Doncic was first asked, who is your favorite player? And, boy, he did not hesitate. LeBron James.
Hey, Greg, for guys of his generation, that would be the answer for 80 to 90% of them, and with good reason. How about these quotes from Doncic? He said, if I dunk on LeBron, I can retire. But I like this one a little better. He said, LeBron can play in a lot of different positions. I can too. But for me to be like LeBron, I have to work much harder. That's a guy who knows his stuff.
Here's Porzingis after Enes Kanter's basket. Doncic passes to Hardaway. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic.
Excellent quickness that time by Hardaway. Allows him to do work inside.
Lillard way outside. Again, the miss by Lillard.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-ups.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check and was maybe a step out of his range.
Hardaway, no good.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Jones.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
For Dallas, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Here's Doncic.
And I love the way he uses his size there to make sure he gets that board.
Here's Lillard. That shot off the mark. Now Dallas takes it the other way. To the paint. Here's Marjanovic. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
Well, you know, guys, we know Hardaway can score, but when he makes these passes, it makes him a lot more dangerous.
Lillard with no one around. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Hardaway finds Porzingis. Back to Hardaway. Marjanovic with it. He's covered by Kanter. Doncic passes to Marjanovic. Just 3 to shoot. With 1 on the clock. And Marjanovic with the slam.
Nothing soft about the putback there.
And why chance it, right? Take the dunk if you've got it.
Well, you know, if nobody's going to put a body on him, then that's going to be the result.
And it's Lillard again missing.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Hardaway against Lillard. Marjanovic. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That's on Enes Kanter.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
You know, Greg, we know there's some power finishers in the NBA like Giannis Antetokounmpo, but he complains a lot that he needs to sell contact rather than muscle through it. How do you evaluate those kind of power finishers in the game?
Well, I mean, there's still power will always play a role, especially when you can add in quickness and athleticism. And I think you start right there with Giannis. I mean, he's kind of epitomizes that. LeBron obviously is still in that category. And a guy like Kawhi Leonard, he can send you into the stanchion when he gets going downhill as well.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. Hollis Jefferson passes to McCollum. Feeds to Doncic. Finished off the break.
Defensively, they've been a step slow here to start.
Giving up too many open shots. I mean, that's what's happening here. They look to me to be a bit sluggish.
Now here's McCollum. Can they get it? It's rebounded by Doncic.
It seemed like he changed his mind halfway through the layup, tried to go to something else, and flat out choked it.
Here's Marjanovic. Over Giles. That one a little long.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
They sure are. I mean, they've done a terrific job carving out space under the basket and then pursuing the ball. You know, it's one thing to box out, but you've got to pursue the ball if you're going to get rebounds. And they look strong here in the early going.
And there's a whistle. That goes on Harry Giles. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. Dallas shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Marjanovic. Mike Powell comes in for Porzingis. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Luka Doncic.
That's the kind of take charge attitude they want CJ to have. Attack the D at every opportunity.
It's his first trip to the line.
And taking a look back at last year's numbers, he's about a 76% shooter.
You know, guys, when you look at those numbers last year for him, I think it does affect how much you're willing to go after contact because you're a little fearful of getting to the foul line unless you're in the and one situation. Too many trips to the line when you shoot it as poorly as he does actually can hurt you.
A shot by Kleber, wide open, and so it's Dallas. Up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. And thanks to their outstanding defense, the impact Damian Lillard has had on this game has been minimal. And we'll be back with you shortly. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Mavericks.
We got a storyline here. If it goes on for the rest of the game, it could be all those points they're getting at the foul line.
And the other thing, though, is their execution in terms of their ball movement has been flawless. Sets up a lot of easy scoring opportunities.
Powell is out there with Maxi Kleber. Then there's Hardaway. Then it's Willie Cauley-Stein. And it's Brunson in at the 1. So that's who Dallas starts the second with. Here's Brunson after the made shot from Carmelo Anthony. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead. Anthony's got 4 this quarter.
Yeah, just superb focus there from Melo, overpowering the D and still finishes.
Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Hardaway, no good. And so it's Anthony bringing it up for Portland. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. Dallas leading by 8. Now Kleber. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Cauley-Stein kicks to Powell. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
And a 5-star recruit coming out of high school. Powell had an excellent college career, yet he fell to the second round of the draft. Didn't even hear his name called as he was selected during a commercial break.
Josh Richardson's checked in for Dallas. Now here's McCollum. And it's good for 2.
And give McCollum credit. It's big for his confidence when he's able to muscle these shots in.
The Mavericks shooting 40% from the field. And GA, even when he did arrive to the NBA, it took Powell a while to latch on.
You know, traded a couple times in his first year. He was assigned and recalled 10 times in about a month with Boston's D-League affiliate. Finally found a home in Dallas. Everything turned around from that point forward.
And it's the Trailblazers with the ball. The Mavericks making the shot. 2 points. That one goes. McCollum's got 6.
What a professional. McCollum's reliability on offense is such a gift to his team.
Richardson outside. Kleber with it. He's picked up by Little. Richardson the pass to Kleber. Brunson scanning the floor. And Anthony sends it back. And stolen by Cauley-Stein. And it's the Mavericks on the break. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Brunson with a clean look. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. Trailblazers trail by 8. And Lillard kicks to Jones. Trailblazers moving the ball around. Back to Lillard. Fires from deep. Trying to find Jones. He gets it to him. Fires the 3. Powell pulls it in.
Not sure why he keeps trying his luck from deep here. It's just not his night.
Brunson with it. Can't recover. And stolen by Lillard. Down low. Stolen. It's stolen by Jones. Lillard outside. Offline from the top of the key.
He's been ice cold tonight. And, you know, you look at the scoreboard, guys, they really could have used his contribution.
Richardson finds Cauley Stein. Here's Brunson. Cauley Stein trying to free himself up. Brunson, no good. Trailblazers trail by 8. Floats it up there for Nurkic. No good that time.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
And, you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
Cauley Stein, a tremendous athlete and a dynamic finisher.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Marjanovic checked in for Cauley Stein. Porzingis is coming in for Dwight Powell. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Maxi Kleber. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Jalen Brunson.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
And even under pressure in close, I think they've still done a good job maintaining concentration and converting the opportunities.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. There's Nurkic putting it right back in.
And this is where Nurkic gets a lot of his points, staying active even after the shot goes up.
Doncic outside. Over Jones. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. And Kenny, along with the incredible production Luka Doncic gives this game, his leadership may be just as... And that...
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. You look at Boban Marjanovic, he's really playing well.
And he was an absolute monster on the offensive glass in that first half. I don't know how you slow him down.
And you know what, guys? I think it starts with having a body on him every time a shot goes up. And they've got to do a better job boxing out.
On the floor for Portland, they've got Jones. Robert Covington out there with Nurkic. Then it's Damian Lillard, and it's Cantor in at the 5, roaming the paint. Doncic outside. From deep three-point range. Boy, can you really compare players from completely different eras? I mean, people love to talk about the greatest of all time.
You know, Kev, some players do transcend eras. There's no doubt about that. Wilt's a great example, and there are many others. But in reality, to your point, the style and the way in which the game was played was so different that it isn't fair. I mean, all you can be is the best of your generation or one of the best, and I think that should stand no matter what the conversation is.
Like, there's no doubt in your mind Oscar Robertson could play in this era as well as he played when he played.
No doubt. Bill Russell, all those guys.
Yes,
they're truly great ones. So much of your ability to perform at a high level is built around your confidence and your belief in your abilities. And those guys had it as much as anybody who's ever played the game.
Tim Hardaway Jr.'s checked in for Dallas. McCollum's checked in for Portland. That shot off. So the Trailblazers will take it the other way. To the inside. It's stolen by Marjanovic. And here's the fast break. Richardson leading the way.
Yeah, Josh Richardson is just not a scorer and defender, folks. He can pass it, too.
And so Lillard will bring it up for the Portland Trailblazers. 8-point game. Pass to Covington. Lillard against Doncic. The pass to McCollum. And the rejection by Marjanovic. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will retain possession. Mavericks making a switch here. Redick is checked in. Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. Clock is at 3. And it's Lillard missing.
Defense made an impact right there. Definitely got him uncomfortable going up with him.
It's up a 3. And there's Redick. That's good on the assist by Doncic. And now an 11-point Maverick lead. Lillard outside. Covington dishes to Lillard. Back to Covington. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
Only 20% from the field to start this half. To me, it looks like their opponent may have made some nice adjustments.
Redick finds Marjanovic. Passes it to Doncic. Back to Marjanovic. And Marjanovic with the slam.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Cauley Stein, he's checked in for Marjanovic. Mike Powell comes in for Porzingis. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Luka Doncic. Now here's McCollum. 6 points for him. Anthony right side. Back to McCollum. Can they get it? He can't hit that time. And it's Dallas the other way. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. And the wide open shot from Redick. Another 3 for Dallas.
And defensively, these guys are looking for answers since halftime. They've seemed disjointed and out of sync. They have got to get back that rhythm defensively.
Now here's Hollis Jefferson. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Inside, here's Anthony. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
And with those points, he puts an end to that 10-0 run by Dallas.
The Trailblazers shooting their 3rd free throw shot of the game.
And they had a lot of success a season ago as a team, hitting about 80% of their free throws.
Now here's Brunson. Redick passes to Brunson. Back to Redick from outside the arc. The rebound by Giles. Trailblazers trail by 13. Throws it up high.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you can see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up.
And that's what those alley-oops will do for a team. Ignition, switch, ignited.
34 seconds left to play in the third. Redick for 3. Powell. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Mavericks lead by 13.
Boy, intensity always a good thing, and Powell brings it solid at getting after offensive rebounds for his team.
Powell against Anthony. Here's Little. No good.
And Powell is a really reliable defender. I mean, he's excellent using his length and his quickness to throw shooters off.
And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate. And how about the setup this was?
Yeah, and as a 2-guard, he's typically not a reluctant shooter. So it was really nice to see him orchestrating for a teammate instead.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the fourth quarter. On the floor right now for the Mavericks, they've got Dwight Powell. J.J. Redick is out there with Jalen Brunson. Then there's Maxi Kleber. And it's Cauley Stein in at the center position. So Portland ends up going with the new group. Outside, Redick. The 3. And Cantor pulls it down. Cantor's got his 7th rebound here tonight.
You know, even though they're on top in this one, you'd like him to be better out there because he's capable of being better. It sure would make things a lot easier, too.
Great dish from Nurkic there. He really has a sixth sense for those reads.
Outside, Redick over Jones. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
Well, I don't think he's performing up to his own expectations, but they still find themselves out in front.
Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Yeah, you know, Lillard has been so good at finding the open man, puts a lot of zip on his passes, and he knows he's responsible for getting his teammates the ball.
Now, here's Redick. Right wing. Cauley Stein finds Brunson. Rebound by the Trailblazers. And even 3-on-3 break. Lillard fires away from way outside. Tries again. Cantor, the pass to Nurkic. And that goes out of bounds. Last touch by Cauley Stein. And Dallas going with a whole new group out there. Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. And Cantor able to finish.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Now here's Hardaway. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got 5 assists in the game.
Boy, that quick trigger mindset when Hardaway Jr. is firing away like this, you know he's feeling it.
Jones against Hardaway. Jones kicks to Lillard. Lillard again missing.
Ooh, rough game offensively. He's really struggled and really probably why they're trailing.
From 11 feet away. Good on the jump shot. And now it's a 12-point Maverick lead.
Boy, that's a recipe for disaster, fellas. Allowing Doncic to get comfortable from this area, forget about it.
Cantor dishes to Lillard. Again, the miss by Lillard.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then because his shot making is not happening right now.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Yeah, offensively, they've just been rolling. Impossible to stop.
Three-pointer, Lillard. It's hauled in by Porzingis. Porzingis has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. On the wing, Hardaway. Defended by Jones. Hardaway against Jones. Hardaway passes to Marjanovic. 5 to shoot. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Hardaway, no good.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Not sure if he just ran out of gas or what. He's been awful ever since the second half started. Not even been a factor.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Mavericks.
This is a game where the defense, steals specifically, generating a lot of opportunities.
And it created possessions for them, scoring opportunities, and that effort, a big part of what will be a nice victory here tonight.
59 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Drains it from beyond the arc. And the Mavericks lead by 18.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
And I think they can start that celebration right now. I mean, what a terrific team victory.
Three-pointer, Lillard hits it from three-point range.
And in getting that 3 to go, he snaps an 11-0 run by Dallas.
Now, here's Doncic. From deep. Another three for Dallas.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback? Diminished.
That one falls.
Look, it's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
Now they're playing with urgency, huh? They could have done it much earlier before the game was out of reach.
No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. Misses the three. Three-pointer, Lillard. No good that time. So we see the Mavericks taking the win here. All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. Johnson that can be found just outside the front. Let's take a look. Look at our starters for Portland. Enes Kanter is out there with Nurkic. Then it's Jones. Then it's Damian Lillard. And it's Covington in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Clippers, they've got Batum. Patrick Beverley out there with Paul George. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Zubac in at the 5. Beverley the pass to Leonard. Lets the 3 fly. It doesn't go for him. Now Portland takes it the other way. And Kawhi Leonard, one of the league's most dominant rebounders, Doris, from the wing position.
Board man gets paid. That was his motto from back in high school and college. It's all about hard work and earning your keep, according to Kawhi. Elite offensive rebounder from the moment he stepped between the lines. Enes Kanter, that is a strength of his game.
Outside Leonard. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
This guy is such an excellent finisher at the rim. He's got incredibly long arms and very strong hands.
Pass to Nurkic. Back to Lillard. Now the pass to Nurkic. Over Batum. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Just a load. I mean, at 7 feet, Nurkic also moves well, and that combo gets him to the line a bunch.
And both free throws good for Nurkic. And so Beverley will bring it up for the Clippers. Outside, George. From past the arc. And Jones pulls it down. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. And there's Lillard on the assist from Covington.
We know this about Robert Covington. He is a team man first and foremost. Pretty pass.
Beverly finds George. Passes to Zubac. Outside for George. 2 on the clock. And Jones pulls it down.
Normally he'll drill that shot, and I'm sure they'll look to find him in that spot again.
No doubt. Very good play call, good execution. Sometimes it just doesn't fall.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Beverly, the pass to George. Beverly with the ball. Back to George. Leonard inside, defended by Jones, and Leonard gets it to go. Greg, who are your favorite players to watch in the NBA?
Boy, that's a tough one. You know, you gotta like the guys that have changed the game in some regards, right? Steph, KD, and Giannis. Those are 3 guys that are just doing things that don't seem normal.
True.
Then others who remind you of past greatness. You know, Jason Tatum with Kobe, or maybe an Anthony Davis with Hakeem. And those are guys that I love. And then the other guy, listen, LeBron James. I could watch him play basketball every day. You know, to do what he's done at this stage of his career, I just think it's incredible. And I think our game is in great shape.
Agree on all counts. Here's McCollum. Pass to Hollis Jefferson. Over to the wing. Portland moving the ball around. McCollum against Beverly. Giles controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Pass to Zubac. Back to George. Dishes it to Leonard. The pass to Zubac. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist.
Well, we know Kawhi will always attract lots of defensive attention, which puts him in a position to find his teammates. Pretty pass.
Pass to Giles. McCollum outside. Now Hollis Jefferson. Back to McCollum. It's hauled in by Zubac.
Never easy to stop this guy at the rim, but that is a beautiful contest right there.
The dish to Beverly. He kicks to George. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. There's 38 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And that's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. That is his first foul of the game. Here's McCollum. He's still scoreless so far in this one. And he gets it to go.
If there's a weakness in your defense, McCollum will find it. Reads the floor exceptionally well.
20 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Kennard. Rebounded by McCollum. The Trailblazers have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. And the first one drops.
And when you think of McCollum, the word efficient comes to mind. This guy just shoots the ball and plays the game at a high level.
McCollum against Rondo. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It goes on C.J. McCollum.
And like the physicality he brings to the floor. Outstanding at drawing fouls while shooting.
And so it's Portland ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. The defensive... Damian Lillard told us before the game when asked how he stays so grounded despite
humble beginnings. You know, I'm from.
Well, some of the best stories in our league are about guys who struggled to get to where they are today.
And I really hope the young guys out there are listening to this. You don't have to be a five-star prospect to achieve your dreams.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And from Portland, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
I love the determination. They want to go after every rebound out there and overwhelming to the opposition right now.
Here are the five Portland has to start the second quarter. We've got Rondé Hollis-Jefferson, Anthony out there with Giles. Then it's Little, and it's McCollum in at the point.
And how about Ibaka getting off the floor for that dunk? What a great finish.
McCollum kicks to Hollis-Jefferson. Anthony in the corner. And it's McCollum off the drive. He gets it in there. McCollum's got the lead up to 11 now for the Trailblazers.
And with that great handle and high basketball IQ, McCollum remains a lethal pick-and-roll option.
It's stolen by Anthony. And now Portland on the break. And there's Little. That's good on the assist by Anthony.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
The finish in transition, nice and easy.
Pass to Kennard. Back to Rondé. Now Kennard. Here's Morris. No points in the game yet for him. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Cousins inside, and then Cousins with the dunk.
A power move by one of the biggest problems in the low post to Marcus Cousins. Don't let him get that deep.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
It's a scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers. Little with the ball. Leonard's there. Hollis-Jefferson passes to Little. McCollum right side. And he drops in the layup off the glass. McCollum's got 6 points in the quarter.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
It'll go. The Portland lead is cut to just 11 points in the basket from George.
Yeah, field goal percentage above 50 now. Their offense is starting to show.
And Paul George, Doris, kind of a late bloomer coming up in high school. His older sister used to give him the business on the blacktop. Of course, eventually, he found his stride, and the rest is history.
It took some encouraging from older sis and his high school coach, who actually had to threaten him with running suicides to get the guy to shoot more. And think about it. This guy plays his college basketball at mid-major Fresno State. That's really where he got onto the NBA radar.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. Leonard, no luck. Trailblazers leading by 11. Lillard left side. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
And for a point guard, Lillard has some hops. Outstanding at knowing when to use them for the dunk.
Here's George. And George with the stuff.
Just so fast. I mean, it's like trying to stop a train when he's coming in for the slam.
And so Lillard will bring it up for the Portland Trailblazers. Pass to Ganner. Lillard outside. Second chance shot. The shot's good from Cantor. Cantor's got 6.
Well, this guy is a skilled scorer from that area. Once Enes Kanter gets a little bit of position, he's good.
Beverly, the pass to Leonard. And then Leonard with the dunk.
Ooh, he put a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time. There's the pass to Kanter. Lillard scanning the floor. Back to Kanter. Kicks it out to Lillard. Cantor, the pass to Lillard. The offensive rebound. That one's not going to go. Clippers trail by 11. Leonard fires away from outside. Portland grabs the miss. Cantor's got 6 rebounds in the game. Ahead, here's Covington, and he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Robert Covington sought out the contact, finishes the play, and now will try to finish the three-point play.
12 seconds left in the first half. Outside Jackson. He feeds it to Cousins. And so it's the Portland Trail Blazers with a 14-point lead as we... Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter under...
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, folks, can't tell you how after 2 quarters, it's Portland out in front. They lead by 14. Kenny, how'd you...
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. C.J. McCollum really making a difference here.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
While we've got a moment, let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. So for the Clippers right now, Baca is out there with Morris. And there's Jackson. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins. And it's Kennard in at shooting guard. Jackson passes to Kennard. Kicks to Cousins. He dishes it to Jackson. Floats it up for Cousins. Pocket 6. And stolen by Lillard. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. Covington with the ball.
Well, you can see Covington's speed and transition opportunities. That was a nice job getting out in front.
And a minute played as the second half gets going. Jackson passes to Kennard. Back to Jackson. This one for 3. That one misses. So the Trailblazers will take it the other way. And Nurkic has it in the corner. Lillard against Jackson, and it's Cousins with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. 90 seconds now into the second half. Now Cantor. 6 points for him. 5 on the clock. 3-pointer Lillard. Batum grabs the miss. Clippers trail by 18. Beverly finds George, and it's George finishing it off.
Yeah, Patrick Beverly making it easy for his teammate to score.
Lillard outside. Nurkic the pass to Jones. Nobody near Lillard. From outside, off the mark.
Well, when you've been struggling as he has, you love that your teammates have really stepped up and taken the challenge.
And the shot goes down. George has got 8 points.
Hey, you're asking for trouble now if you let Paul George get room to run. Excellent transition and superb at getting himself in the right position.
Passes to Cantor. Back to Lillard. That's all good, and that's his 5th basket of the game. He's shooting 5 for 11 now.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle. Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And now they decide to foul intentionally. Now here's Jackson. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Cousins dishes to Jackson. Back to Cousins. No good. Shot missing. Now the Trailblazers take it the other way.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
And there's a minute 45 left in the third quarter of the game. Cousins inside. Outside for Jackson. Just 5 on the clock. Back to Cousins. And it's in there.
Well, even though Cousins has increased his range over the years, you still love when he imposes his will on the inside.
Got a piece of it. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
He got a little ahead of himself there trying to pull the team even.
That's a big miscue, and you hate to see that happen at this point in the game.
Jackson against McCollum. Over Jackson. A putback. Morris with the rebound. Clippers trail by 16. Shoots from 14. The rebound by Giles. Giles has got his 4th rebound in this one. It's McCollum on the wing. There's 47 seconds left in the third quarter. 6 on the shot clock. Drilled from 11 feet out. McCollum's got 12 in the game.
This guy has been a catalyst for them all game long. What a job leading them to this lead.
Pass to Kennard. Dishes it to Ibaka. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Giles has got rebound number 5 here tonight.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
McCollum outside. His 3-pointers off the mark. He gets it up. That shot misses. And so it's Portland holding a big 18-point lead to close the quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. And on the floor for Portland here in the 4th. Little out there with Anthony. Then it's Rondé Hollis-Jefferson. Then there's C.J. McCollum. And it's Giles in at the 5, roaming the paint. Hollis-Jefferson passes to McCollum. Pass to Giles. McCollum against Jackson. And the basket by McCollum. And the Trailblazers lead by 18.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Jackson is doubled. And the pass to Kennard. Fires the 3. Here's Cousins. The rebound by Giles. Giles has got his 6th rebound on the night. From the high post, Hollis-Jefferson finds Anthony.
Well, that's about court awareness. Hollis-Jefferson playing very well within the confines of this offense.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
So both teams changing it up here. Back to Beverly. And Leonard has it in the corner. The putback, great positioning on the putback.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Beverly against Lillard. From deep 3-point range. Rebound by the Clippers. Here's Beverly. Finished off the break.
What a nice little burst from Patrick Beverly to get in transition.
Trailblazers leading by 16. Here is Lillard. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Damian Lillard. That's foul number 2 for him.
Only their first turnover of the game, taking terrific care of the basketball.
George dishes to Beverly. Back to George. And Jones sends it back. Lillard outside. Here's Cantor. And Cantor throws it down.
You know, often we think of Dame as a scorer first, but they're reminding us of his great ability to pass the rock.
George with the ball. Cantor covering. And George, here we go. And George with the stuff.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Where was the defense? No fighting through the pick, no rotation. My goodness.
And a deep three from Lillard. Portland with a new 14. Kicks it out to Jones. Back to Cantor. There's the dish to Lillard. From deep. And no good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Here's Beverly. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Beverly.
Yeah, simply stated, you have to take care of the basketball, and they don't on that possession.
Rajon Rondo's checked in for Patrick Beverly. And a deep three from Lillard. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness, as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Trailblazers.
And guys, the fast break was run, I thought, beautifully all night by these guys. I think that was a big part of their success.
Yeah, they definitely ran the break well. A big advantage in that category, and they continually put pressure on the defense.
And while there was some nice performances tonight, it definitely ended up being a solid outing for Damian Lillard.
Boy, whatever was needed, he provided it. He was the jack of all trades. Big bucket on one end, big defensive play on the other. I thought his influence was felt all over the floor.
And it's Rajon Rondo with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. And Los Angeles with some changes. DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for Zubac. And Serge Ibaka subbed in for Nicholas Batum. Lillard from outside. And another 3 for Portland.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Well, just terrific teamwork. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight.
Here's George. Gets a hand on it, and George able to finish.
There's a level of physicality that Paul George is willing to play with. This guy can track down second chance opportunities with the best of them.
Free throw good, Damian Lillard. Both free throws good from Lillard.
Wearing the number 0 for a reason. Damian Lillard has it on his back for his city, Oakland. Just the latest star from the town.
It's stolen by Jones. Lillard against Rondo. There's the lob to Lillard.
But the truth is they've had control of this game.
And I couldn't agree more. What makes it that much more impressive, they're doing it on the road.
16 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. George with the ball. Outside Rondo. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which they're Portland. Nurkic is out there with Enes Kanter. Then it's Jones. Then it's Damian Lillard. And it's Covington in at the 3, the small forward. And for Denver, they've got Porter. Bol is out there with Aaron Gordon. And it's Nikola Jokic. And it's Murray in at the point guard. Porter in the corner. Murray, the pass to Jokic. Lays it up and banks it in.
And this is where Jokic is most comfortable. The closer he is to the rim, the more effective he becomes.
And a deep 3 from Lillard. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Here's Murray. Damian Lillard pulls it in.
Man, you don't see this fella blow many layups. Not against D like that, anyway.
Jokic finds Murray. The Nuggets moving the ball around. And that one's good by Porter.
And out of the pick and roll, Porter showing great coordination, fluidity, and versatility.
Porter with the steal. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Now, here's Bol. Covered by Lillard. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Damian Lillard. That's his first foul. Now Bol. The pass to Gordon. Out to the wing. 4 on the clock. Beyond the arc. He's off on that one. And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for Portland. 4-point game. Here's Kanter. The second chance effort, and the layup is up and in.
When it comes to offensive rebounding, Kanter has led the league in offensive boarding rates. I mean, when you think about it, perhaps the best at picking up his teammates' misses.
Now here's Murray. Back to Jokic. Outside Porter. Doesn't go that time. And the Trailblazers going the other way. Jones kicks to Lillard. Down low. Here's Kanter. It's blocked.
And that massive wingspan coming into play there. Ball uses it to perfection to block shots. Whoa, whoa, whoa. The solo alley-oop? That's not something we see too often.
Timed perfectly. Caught the defense totally off guard. Lillard from deep three-point land. And it's Denver with the rebound. And now we've got the intentional foul. Greg, 11 years for you in the NBA. You had to have some favorite players that you played besides and with.
You know, it's a great call, and there were a ton of them. A few guys, though, Wilson. Gary Payton, I got a chance to play with Gary for a year and have known him. We used to go at it in high school, and it's really about his personality. This is a guy that constant chatter, practice on the court. That's what fed his confidence. Charles Oakley, another guy, he would run through a wall or through you to win a game. And then Scottie Pippen later in my career, just a winner and somebody who I competed against for many years, but then having the opportunity to play with up close, I got a greater appreciation for his skill set.
Always good to see solid interior work by McCollum. I mean, he might earn himself some extra space on his outside jumpers when he gets inside points like this.
It's Jokic top of the key. Back to Murray. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. Murray's got 5.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, that's because he's getting his number called early. I mean, he's doing his part to help carry the offensive load.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. Here's McCollum. Giants, the tip in on the offensive rebound.
Oh, a nice tip in to salvage the points from that missed shot.
Yeah, and those second chance points can add up. Martin with it. Alice Jefferson's there. Here's McGee. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Morris against McCollum. Anthony, the pass to Hollis Jefferson. McGee with the block.
Oh, this is McGee's role. He's out here to defend and to stifle shooters whenever he can.
Here's Dozier, and he dunks it down.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
The coaching staff has to be upset. You can't give the opposition easy baskets like this.
And pushing it up, here's Denver. Morris with the ball.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
This is his first free throw of the game. The first one falls. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. McCollum outside. Always going up for the alley-oop here. Here's Morris. And so it's the Denver Nuggets in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. And don't... And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And when you consider how Denver is doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, they really got after it. I mean, they made life extremely difficult for the shooters, which is why they hold this lead.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. Taking a look at the Nuggets, they've got JaVale McGee. Morris is out there with Will Barton. Then there's Paul Millsap, and it's Dozier in at the 3 spot.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Barton finds Morris. With a floater, and the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. Portland with the ball. Trailblazers trail by 7. To the middle. McCollum passes to Giant.
That'll get you a pat on the back from your teammate McCollum. Unselfish and aware, picking out the perfect pass.
Morris dishes to McGee. And we're starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. And the wide open shot from Morris. Clock at 6. Dozier kicks to Morris. They get the rebound. Millsap passes to Morris. To the paint. Here's McGee, and the slam dunk by McGee.
No, that's just too easy for McGee.
And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul, seeing if that was the right call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Here's Hollis Jefferson. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. It's good on the putback.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
Here's Dozier. Kicks it to McGee. Passes it to Dozier. Little with the rebound. And oh, here we go. McCollum's got it. The fast break chance. Excellent D that time there from McGee.
A fantastic effort on D to get up in his face and deny the layup.
The Nuggets leading by 6.
Well, there are a few players in the league that can match McGee's athleticism. I mean, his whole career, he's been a class above with the speed and lead. He'll make the most of it on both ends of the court.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. Outside, Porter. The Nuggets moving the ball around. Here's Jokic. And Cantor pulls it down. Trailblazers trail by 6.
And see, Webb, you mentioned it with JaVale McGee. His vertical is off the charts.
Oh, yeah, he can get to alley-oops, GA, that nobody else can. The length and bounce he has is jaw-dropping. I mean, same goes for his shot blocking abilities when he times it up.
One-on-one fast break. It's stolen by Jones. And they're on the break. The shot by Lillard, wide open. Drains the jumper to finish the break.
And whether he's creative for himself or spotting up, Lillard's jumper is whizzing.
Outside, Porter. A 3-ball. Rebound by the Trailblazers.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Lillard from outside. Got a hand on it. And there's Murray on the assist by Bol. Murray's got 7 points.
And at 7-2, Bol has incredible vision, including noticing when his teammates are open. Boy, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Floats it up for Murray. Bol, that's good. And it's an 8-point Denver lead.
And you see defenses trying to be physical with Bol. That time, contact on the shot had no effect.
The 10-footer. Lillard way outside. Again, the miss by Lillard.
He just can't find the touch this quarter. He's got to keep grinding, though, and looking for the best shot possible.
Gordon dishes the Bol. Nurkic with the steal. Lillard fires away from way outside. The long distance 3 is buried. Lillard's got 5 points now in the quarter. Pass to Bol. He kicks it to Gordon. Murray outside. And good. Got the English that time as it falls. 9 points in the game so far.
And Murray is so deadly with the catch and shoot, Jay. When the D isn't playing up on him, he has no problem going right up with it.
And it's Lillard missing.
He's been cold, and it's been hurting him. The D, was ready for him. He hasn't been able to solve it.
You got to love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And how about then not settling? Instead of being lazy with the shot selection, they go right to the rim.
3-pointer, Lillard trains the 3-pointer.
The star just keeps rising for Damian Lillard. Heck of a talent with tremendous range.
Got it off in time. No good on the last second attempt there. And we've reached halftime in this one. Nuggets lead by 6. Time now for the halftime break with the third.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each and every one of you watching at this very moment. I'm Ernie Johnson. After 2 quarters, it's Denver out in front. They have a 6-point lead. Kenny, what was your impression?
When Jamal Murray's locked in, his game.
And that's going to do.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Without question, Jamal Murray displaying his skills today.
man. How about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
This game has his fingerprints all over it. Now looking to replicate what he did in the first half.
On the court for the Trailblazers, Derek Jones is out there with Damian Lillard. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic, and it's Robert Covington, and it's Cantor in at the 5 spot. You know, Greg, when you were in New York, you were on a super team of sorts. Compare that to the super teams they are forming now in the NBA.
Oh, we've always had super teams. And this misnomer that this is something that's just come about with this era is, to me, absurd. You've always had it. Whether the difference nowadays is I think the players have more say in where they go. And they can orchestrate how a team is constructed, but it's always existed. And the reality is this: you become a super team when you win a lot.
Sure.
And that's what really dictates how super your team is. Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
This is why they go to him. When the game is tight, he ups his intensity level. Hard work on the boards, a lot of competition for that one, but he's got the lift to be the first one, too.
You have got to be kidding.
Hey, talk about taking things into your own hands. Trailblazers trail by 6. Over a minute and a half into the 3rd quarter of action. And a deep 3 from Lillard. An absolute bomb from 3-point range. Lillard's got 13.
Watch out. Now that he's got his first 3 of the half, there might be more in store.
Porter passes to Jokic. Kicks it to Murray. Back to Jokic. Stolen by Cantor. Here's Jones. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
And so Jones nails both of them. And Morris has got the ball here for the Nuggets. They've led by as many as 11 points. Barton drives in, inside. Here's McGee. Nurkic with the block.
Oh, this is the impact Nurkic makes on the defensive end. Effective at reaching out and stifling shooters.
But they get it back. Lillard from outside, and that comes off the assist by Jones. Jones has got 3 assists in the game. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
So Portland ends up going with the new group.
You see why McGee's teammates lob it up his way? Because they know he can go up and get it.
And it's Monte Morris with the foul. That's his first foul. A 3 from McCollum. Hollis Jefferson passes to Little. A shot by Anthony. Nobody around. Again, the Trailblazers score.
It's been their Achilles heel defensively. They just have not been able to control that backcourt.
Well, Melo made his way back into the league last season. He was immediately a heavy minutes player for the Blazers. He looked good as a third scoring option for the team. One of the few guys in the league who make a lead pass like that. Oh, just a fantastic look.
McCollum against Morris. Lays it up off the glass. McCollum's got the lead up to 2 now for Portland.
And with Melo not having to bear so much of the scoring load, I think was good for him.
Yeah, especially since he took about a year off from playing. Melo had to take a long look in the mirror about how he can help teams win during his absence. But he clearly has something left to offer.
Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Count it.
Oh, that's some skill on that assist. I mean, the timing has to be perfect on a lead pass.
McCollum against Morris. To the middle. Got a piece of it. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. And Millsap, here we go. And it's Portland with the rebound. Fast break. Here we go. Giles, the pass to McCollum. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. And it's a 5-point Trailblazer lead.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And here is Morris. Just 5 to shoot. The layup off target.
And Millsap with the focus there defensively, just stretching out to bother the shot.
And so it's Damian Lillard making things happen for the Portland Trailblazers. What a quarter that saw. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
No, it's quick decision making. You see a guy open, you can't hesitate. That's an outstanding play.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Morris is out there with Will Barton, and there's JaVale McGee. Then there's Paul Millsap, and it's Dozier in at the 3 slot. That's the group in the game for the Nuggets. McCollum outside to the inside, stolen by McGee. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Murray against Lillard. Bull, the pass to Murray. And it's sent back by Lillard. They get it back. And Bull wide open. He shoots. Misses the 3, and he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize. Kanter finds Nurkic. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Lillard against Murray. And it's Lillard missing, and the call will be against Yusuf Nurkic. That is his first foul of the game. The Nuggets trail by 3. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Down low. Here's Jokic. Good, nice job down low.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
This is why they go to him in these spots. I mean, they trust his judgment and ability to score down the stretch.
Lillard fires away from way outside. Off target with the open look.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
To the middle. Jokic kicks the ball. Jokic passes to Murray. Gordon deciding where to go with it. To take the lead. And the layup is good.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And so Lillard will bring it up for the Trailblazers. Nothing doing offensively yet for them in the fourth. From deep. And it's Lillard again missing.
The more threes he misses, I mean, the more he wants to take. Where they do that at? That's not the right mindset.
And Gordon gets it to go in on the assist by Bull. And now a 3-point Nugget lead. 3-pointer, Lillard drills the 3-pointer. Lillard's got 11 points here in just the second half.
Drills his third 3 of the half. I mean, that's 15 points from long range for him to do.
To the paint. It's stolen by Jones. Covington kicks to Lillard. Three-pointer. Bangs on the trifecta. Lillard's got 6 here in this quarter.
He wants the ball. They want him to have the ball. And as usual, he comes through in the clutch.
Murray, the pass to Jokic. This is to Gordon. To the inside. And Jokic slams it in. Huge.
Jokic comes through just fearless. What an option.
Lillard against Murray. Takes a 3. And it's Denver with the rebound. Bulls got rebound number 5 here tonight. And it's Murray with the jam.
And the competitive nature of Murray making all the difference there, doing everything he can to rally his team.
Lillard outside. And foul. And here we go. A coach's challenge has been initiated. After now review the personal foul in question.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to make a challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Trailblazers have gone 2 of 7 from the field in what's been a cold start to the fourth quarter for them. Good!
Calm and collected in the game's biggest moments. You can rely on Jokic when you need a basket.
And a deep 3 from Lillard. It falls! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
But Lillard, he's an exceptional player. He's a guy you trust to make the right decision in these moments.
Murray, the pass to Jokic. We've got 28 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Murray finds Jokic. Rebound by Nurkic.
This isn't a done deal yet, but they have got to move quick.
Oh, you're right. Time is of the essence. You got to move.
Outside, Covington. Back to Lillard. For the win. Oh, that shot had a chance, but no good. And so it's Denver who comes out on top here. What a shot they put.
Thank you.